Hey Dazzlers, welcome back to my channel. As always, I hope that you are both safe and doing well. In today's video, I share with you 3 easy DIY candle ideas using items that I purchased from Dollar Tree. Now let's get started. I'm starting off with this Dollar Tree glass mug and 4 of these plain white candles. I have a wax melter at home, so here I've microwaved the candle for a couple of minutes and I'm scooping the wax into a bowl. If you don't have a wax melter, I think the easiest way to reheat this wax is to place the candles inside of your oven on a pan, set it on a low temperature, and allow it to slowly melt. I'm using hot glue to adhere one of the wicks from my tall candles inside of my glass mug. I've placed the wick off-centered because I'm also going to add this gold plastic spoon that I already had at home. I then began to pour my wax. I'm also using a pen to help hold my wick up straight as much as possible. I used 3 of the tall white candles to fill up my glass mug, and I reserved a small amount of that wax that I'll be tinting with Dollar Tree wax crayon. I started off by using the brown crayon to get the caramel color that I was looking for, but I ended up using a small amount of the black crayon as well. As the crayon melts, I'm mixing it with the wax, and I'm also microwaving it every few minutes to keep the wax hot. Here's the brown color that I was looking for, but I didn't take into consideration that the color will lighten once the wax cools. So in hindsight, to achieve this color, I should have went a few shades darker. I've allowed my 4th candle to slightly cool, and I've mixed it continuously to create a smooth whip texture. I then placed the wax inside of a Ziploc bag, cut the corner, and piped the softened wax on top. I used my hands to help shape the wax, and then I added shavings of the black crayon on top. I used my heat gun to slightly melt the black crayon on top, and here's how DIY number 1 turned out. This really fun candle will make a great addition to a bar cart or coffee station. I'm using my candle for decorative purposes only. If you decide to recreate this DIY and plan to burn the candle, I would recommend omitting the plastic spoon, reducing the whipped wax on top, and keeping the wick a bit longer. For DIY number 2, I've used the same process to add wax to a large Dollar Tree glass votive. And instead of using one of the Dollar Tree wicks, I'm using a wooden wick that I already had at home. To decorate this candle, I'm using Dollar Tree rub-on transfers and this Dollar Tree tea light candle holder. These rub-on transfer letters are not permanent, but they'll last as long as I need them to finish this candle. Once the candle is done, I'll use rubbing alcohol to remove the letters and create a brand new candle. I loved how the gold letters looked on the glass, so much so that I decided to add one of the transfers to DIY number 1 as well. I used a strong adhesive to adhere my candle holder to the bottom of my votive, and I allowed it to dry for a full 24 hours. I later came across these Dollar Tree rub-on transfer leaves and decided to add them to the project. Most of these leaves definitely reminded me of fall, but I think that some of them are appropriate for the winter season as well. I used rubbing alcohol to clean my glass and removed any excess wax, and here's how DIY number 2 turned out. For DIY number 3, I'm using this Dollar Tree stoneware mug and my green wax crayon. I've added the white wax to the bottom of the mug, and I'm adding the green wax on top. I was hoping to recreate this frothy look, but adding the white wax on top didn't go as planned. To fix this, I'm reheating my wax, and because I didn't have any green matcha powder on hand, I'm using green matcha tea leaves instead. Here's what my green matcha tea candle looked like. To me, it looked more so like broccoli cheddar soup. To fix this, I first attempted to add just a bit more of the white wax on top. I ended up scraping off the entire top layer, re-adding a much smaller amount of the white wax, and using a combination of the greens and the black crayon to simulate my green matcha powder instead. I'm including my mistakes to encourage you not to give up when your DIY doesn't turn out like you expected. But here's how DIY number 3 turned out. I'm really happy with how this candle turned out. It wasn't quite what I envisioned, but it was so much fun to make, and I think it turned out super cute. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If so, please like, comment, and share. And if you're brand new to my channel, please subscribe. Be sure to turn on your notifications so that you don't miss my next video. Remember, I upload new videos every single week. So until next time, Dazzlers, bye.